I can be a businessman every week. I can be a businessman every week. We couldn't complete it. We couldn't complete it. We love pizza, they said. We love pizza, they said. They are jealous of his success and wealth. They are jealous of his success and wealth. I have to skip another meeting. I have to skip another meeting. They were throwing. They were throwing. The contract was signed yesterday. The contract was signed yesterday. Shouldn't we call the next day? Shouldn't we call the next day? The school where I saw you. The school where I saw you. Can it act monthly? Can it act monthly? What will happen? What will happen? I'm sending it at night. I'm sending it at night. Didn't they see it soon? Didn't they see it soon? She had a very beautiful face. She had a very beautiful face. Shouldn't I be a watchman after 5 months? Shouldn't I be a watchman after 5 months? Can I go to the blackboard? Can I go to the blackboard? They don't cry. They don't cry. His grandmother is a comedian. His grandmother is a comedian. Couldn't it be possible if he didn't mention it often? Couldn't it be possible if he didn't mention it often? Did they burn? Did they burn? It just scrapes by. It just scrapes by. His grandson is a salesman. His grandson is a salesman. They don't share at sunset. They don't share at sunset. Please let me know if you need further help. Please let me know if you need further help. You're welcome. You're welcome. Their colleagues are actuaries. Their colleagues are actuaries. How are you feeling? How are you feeling? Didn't he ever say? Didn't he ever say? I am a vegetarian. I am a vegetarian. Were their parents auditors? Were their parents auditors? He was swimming an hour ago. He was swimming an hour ago. Is our husband a clown? Is our husband a clown? Was my friend a race car driver? Was my friend a race car driver? My father drives a blue car. My father drives a blue car. It wouldn't work after 2 weeks. It wouldn't work after 2 weeks. He is very patient with children. He is very patient with children. Sometimes he brought it. Sometimes he brought it. They want it immediately. They want it immediately. What is today's homework? What is today's homework? I can't believe this is happening. I can't believe this is happening. They are playing chess together. They are playing chess together. Do you want to say something? Do you want to say something? I want the lobster bisque to start. I want the lobster bisque to start. He shouldn't recognize it. He shouldn't recognize it. What are you busy with? What are you busy with? I need new shoes. I need new shoes. They play football expertly. They play football expertly. We must have hope now. We must have hope now. Their half-sister is an ambassador. Their half-sister is an ambassador. I enjoyed it very much too. I enjoyed it very much too. Is his wife the second man? Is his wife the second man? The package was shipped yesterday. The package was shipped yesterday. They look happy. They look happy. We are playing chess. We are playing chess. Keep it under control. Keep it under control. Isn't it the drummer every year? Isn't it the drummer every year? Your X-rays look normal. Your X-rays look normal. I have to introduce myself often. I have to introduce myself often. Food is open to criticism. Food is open to criticism. How should I cook fresh tuna? How should I cook fresh tuna? We have a choir concert. We have a choir concert. The doctor will arrive shortly to give information. The doctor will arrive shortly to give information. The disease spread rapidly and affected many people in the community. The disease spread rapidly and affected many people in the community. This movie truly reflects my soul. This movie truly reflects my soul. I need a new bottle of water. I need a new bottle of water. The ending was perfect. The ending was perfect. We went swimming in the lake. We went swimming in the lake. I have an appointment in 2 days. I have an appointment in 2 days. I booked a hotel room. I booked a hotel room. The train arrives at 8 o'clock. The train arrives at 8 o'clock. The soup is too salty to eat. The soup is too salty to eat. Should invite. Should invite. I feel very bad. I feel very bad. Couldn't it be useful? Couldn't it be useful? Doesn't he insist? Doesn't he insist? Are there stepsons of philosopher? Are there stepsons of philosopher? Were his grandparents jewelers? Were his grandparents jewelers? I was also working yesterday. I was also working yesterday. Can you give me the pen? Can you give me the pen? Can I go to the File Explorer button? Can I go to the File Explorer button? Was to calculate. Was to calculate. Let's move on to the next topic. Let's move on to the next topic. Zach and Zoe are coming to dinner. Zach and Zoe are coming to dinner. He rarely rode horses. He rarely rode horses. This is my favorite movie. This is my favorite movie. He checks his email. He checks his email. They can run fast. They can run fast. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? We met with our teacher in the library. We met with our teacher in the library. Can you use it every 2 weeks? Can you use it every 2 weeks? I am honored to work with all of you on this journey. I am honored to work with all of you on this journey. He couldn't become a historian last year. He couldn't become a historian last year. I have a meeting with my boss at 1400. I have a meeting with my boss at 1400. He was the brothers' songwriter. He was the brothers' songwriter. Can't they play games every month? Can't they play games every month? We haven't talked for a long time. We haven't talked for a long time. What kind of art do you like? What kind of art do you like? We are going to the mountains to hike. We are going to the mountains to hike. Is your friend an optician? Is your friend an optician? I'll get one of these. I'll get one of these. What is our agenda today? What is our agenda today? Was my grandfather a guard? Was my grandfather a guard? We have change. We have change. Can leave every day. Can leave every day. My neighbor was a real estate agent. My neighbor was a real estate agent. His stepdaughter was a drummer. His stepdaughter was a drummer. Which countries did you visit? Which countries did you visit? Do you mind if I ask you a question? Do you mind if I ask you a question? Can I go to the virtual desktop button? Can I go to the virtual desktop button? We will let you leave early. We will let you leave early. He is used to working late. He is used to working late. He plays basketball. He plays basketball. Our half-brother was an astronomer. Our half-brother was an astronomer. Heartwarming. Heartwarming. Can we split the bill? Can we split the bill? How are you? How are you? I'm going to the ski resort. I'm going to the ski resort. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? I need to buy a new briefcase. I need to buy a new briefcase. Did he love sometimes? Did he love sometimes? Am I not a naturalist at once? Am I not a naturalist at once? He is a compassionate caregiver. He is a compassionate caregiver. The chapel is on the second floor, on your left. The chapel is on the second floor, on your left. Who would make such a big mistake? Who would make such a big mistake? They wouldn't request it. They wouldn't request it. Your stepmother was a driver. Your stepmother was a driver. The letter was sent yesterday. The letter was sent yesterday. I'm going to church. I'm going to church. Ships after 4 weekends. Ships after 4 weekends. I'm looking for the sales department. I'm looking for the sales department. Can I have a glass of milk, please? Can I have a glass of milk, please? Is there a customer feedback form? Is there a customer feedback form? No, I'm sorry, I don't understand. No, I'm sorry, I don't understand. I'm in the room with the toys. I'm in the room with the toys. His grandson was a tailor. His grandson was a tailor. We watched a play at the theater. We watched a play at the theater. He remembers his childhood. He remembers his childhood. Sometimes you can't survive. Sometimes you can't survive. Get advice from someone. Get advice from someone. He is a famous actor in Hollywood. He is a famous actor in Hollywood. It should not include 2 weeks. It should not include 2 weeks. It could be poison. It could be poison. We can visit the museum tomorrow. We can visit the museum tomorrow. Shouldn't we escape from time to time? Shouldn't we escape from time to time? Are your grandparents butlers? Are your grandparents butlers? Will we be available on Sunday? Will we be available on Sunday? No, I'm not much of a cook. No, I'm not much of a cook. As far as I know. As far as I know. Her mother-in-law was a poet. Her mother-in-law was a poet. The doctor prescribed medication to relieve the patient's pain. The doctor prescribed medication to relieve the patient's pain. Have you heard the news? Have you heard the news? We are now ready to order. We are now ready to order. I need to clean after 5 months. I need to clean after 5 months. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm sure you understand. I'm sure you understand. I don't feel normal. I don't feel normal. His colleague is the announcer? His colleague is the announcer? It consists of 2 components. It consists of 2 components. I like to go for walks. I like to go for walks. Their children were dock workers. Their children were dock workers. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. Your mother was a lawyer. Your mother was a lawyer. I'm from London. I'm from London. Then would you be a nurse? Then would you be a nurse? The nurse will check your vitals shortly. The nurse will check your vitals shortly. Don't I paint at noon? Don't I paint at noon? I forgot my credit card at home. I forgot my credit card at home. I have an advice for you. I have an advice for you. If it's dark, I won't go out. If it's dark, I won't go out. I studied mathematics. I studied mathematics. They are invited at sunset. They are invited at sunset. My office is in front of the shopping mall. My office is in front of the shopping mall. This is not the end of the world. This is not the end of the world. Performance Excel fills. Performance Excel fills. It organizes every year. It organizes every year. I am going. I am going. Their half-sister was the messenger. Their half-sister was the messenger. Your stepmother is a potter. Your stepmother is a potter. This is a classic novel. This is a classic novel. He should study for his exam. He should study for his exam. His wife was an optician. His wife was an optician. We rent a quiet apartment. We rent a quiet apartment. John, do you have scissors? John, do you have scissors? These are my cousins. These are my cousins. They completed their homework. They completed their homework. He enjoys playing football. He enjoys playing football. Rarely is there an esthetician. Rarely is there an esthetician. They will visit us next month. They will visit us next month. Who is in the chair? Who is in the chair? Can I go to the teacher's desk? Can I go to the teacher's desk? When will you add it? When will you add it? He supports your decision. He supports your decision. Plumber fixed the leaky pipe. Plumber fixed the leaky pipe. Ministerial meeting. Ministerial meeting. My name is John. My name is John. The result of the report was not deemed sufficient to make a decision. The result of the report was not deemed sufficient to make a decision. They are so magnificent. They are so magnificent. Eating slowly helps digestion. Eating slowly helps digestion. I don't like spicy food. I don't like spicy food. This is his favorite movie. This is his favorite movie. The party starts at 8 p.m. The party starts at 8 p.m. Have you been to Turkey before? Have you been to Turkey before? The supermarket opens at 9 a.m. The supermarket opens at 9 a.m. You have to die. You have to die. Should he threaten for 2 weeks? Should he threaten for 2 weeks? I was born at 4 p.m. I was born at 4 p.m. Were we historians right away? Were we historians right away? Hold it from bottom to bottom. Hold it from bottom to bottom. You are an excellent communicator. You are an excellent communicator. Do not operate heavy machinery while using this medicine. Do not operate heavy machinery while using this medicine. He didn't pass the exam, did he? He didn't pass the exam, did he? Let me know when you need something. Let me know when you need something. I'll have the Cobb salad. I'll have the Cobb salad. Can we talk about this later? Can we talk about this later? Which direction did it go? Which direction did it go? Am I not reflecting? Am I not reflecting? I'm in the room where the sink is. I'm in the room where the sink is. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. I live in a small house. I live in a small house. Do we need to discuss it later? Do we need to discuss it later? Can I make a wish after a week? Can I make a wish after a week? Can I go to the privacy button? Can I go to the privacy button? Her cat is sleeping on the sofa. Her cat is sleeping on the sofa. You were a good person. You were a good person. I'm not curly, I'm just curious. I'm not curly, I'm just curious. I was really unhappy with the service at that restaurant. I was really unhappy with the service at that restaurant. Was his uncle a doctor? Was his uncle a doctor? Don't forget to bring an umbrella. Don't forget to bring an umbrella. The prison schedule is 1 in 4. The prison schedule is 1 in 4. He's going on vacation. He's going on vacation. Was my son an orthopedist? Was my son an orthopedist? I will schedule a follow-up appointment for you. I will schedule a follow-up appointment for you. Can I go to the menu bar? Can I go to the menu bar? My children were dermatologists. My children were dermatologists. I'll make some tea. I'll make some tea. The store is open until 9 p.m. The store is open until 9 p.m. Our stepsister is the manager. Our stepsister is the manager. He should go to bed early tonight. He should go to bed early tonight. Isn't he afraid? Isn't he afraid? Don't we usually do jewelry? Don't we usually do jewelry? Were our children educators? Were our children educators? He studied English. He studied English. I would be working in 2 years. I would be working in 2 years. He is a fan of pop art. He is a fan of pop art. Won't you get married? Won't you get married? Can I navigate to the Microsoft Store button? Can I navigate to the Microsoft Store button? Was her mother-in-law a dietitian? Was her mother-in-law a dietitian? It looks awful. He must be sick. It looks awful. He must be sick. We doubt his intentions. We doubt his intentions. Traveling is not comfortable. Traveling is not comfortable. 10 years developing? 10 years developing? Alchemist 1 month later. Alchemist 1 month later. Wouldn't he believe it next year? Wouldn't he believe it next year? I need to buy some bread. I need to buy some bread. How many cars are there? How many cars are there? It's nice to have a pet. It's nice to have a pet. Do you have a non-alcoholic cocktail menu? Do you have a non-alcoholic cocktail menu? My blood pressure is high. My blood pressure is high. The movie is in black and white. The movie is in black and white. This was my hiding place. This was my hiding place. Should challenge. Should challenge. You didn't continue. You didn't continue. Where are you going? Where are you going? We need to check your vital signs. We need to check your vital signs. Should I invest now? Should I invest now? Can't he complete it? Can't he complete it? Their brothers-in-law are farmers. Their brothers-in-law are farmers. Have you ever gone bungee jumping? Have you ever gone bungee jumping? Your son was a columnist. Your son was a columnist. Was my mother-in-law a manager? Was my mother-in-law a manager? Even though I'm hungry, I won't eat. Even though I'm hungry, I won't eat. Don't we manage? Don't we manage? How far is Pattaya from Bangkok? How far is Pattaya from Bangkok? Will it break at sunset? Will it break at sunset? His half-brother was a pathologist. His half-brother was a pathologist. I want to tell. I want to tell. I'm a stay-at-home dad. I'm a stay-at-home dad. I don't notice anything special about this issue. I don't notice anything special about this issue. I am sad. I am sad. We will clean weekly. We will clean weekly. I feel like the weather is bad. I feel like the weather is bad. Doesn't he usually do butchering? Doesn't he usually do butchering? Do you offer takeout or delivery? Do you offer takeout or delivery? Don't I have to work as a cashier every month? Don't I have to work as a cashier every month? Can you spare a few minutes? Can you spare a few minutes? He drew a portrait of his sister. He drew a portrait of his sister. I don't notice anything strange. I don't notice anything strange. Can't they pay? Can't they pay? You always have to manage. You always have to manage. He apologized to his friend. He apologized to his friend. They go to the cinema on Fridays. They go to the cinema on Fridays. What time is the check-in time? What time is the check-in time? All my secrets. All my secrets. I got a gift from my friend. I got a gift from my friend. He immediately became a forester. He immediately became a forester. Your brother-in-law was a dancer. Your brother-in-law was a dancer. The event will take place next week. The event will take place next week. Should he live? Should he live? Yes, there is Wi-Fi in our hotel. Yes, there is Wi-Fi in our hotel. May yawn at noon. May yawn at noon.